Greetings, greetings, everyone. Say peace, love, light to you all, and welcome. Welcome to all that will be tuning in, to all that will be watching. May all be well with you all, with your loved ones, and may all be well and go well with all that you are looking to accomplish in this world today. I say welcome, welcome, everyone. Uh, I got some time today. Today I have time. I have time for the tomfoolery today. And, sometimes you see certain things and you say, just leave it alone. Don't even address it. But some things need to be addressed, especially when what you spoke on was the same exact reason why you spoke on it. Our people today have a complex of spewing their mouth without knowing what they're talking about sometimes, or not even listening to what someone is saying before they cast judgment or before they accuse someone of something. And then you have agents that like to call folks agents, right? That comes to stir stuff up. But I'm going to show you how folks would like to see us separated, or how some of our people is just ignorant and don't listen. And that's the problem today. And the video that I did about Charleston White, Andrew Holness, the constitutional standing, and RICO laws. Everyone who knows my channel knows that YouTube deletes majority of my comments. They know that I had a channel that was bigger than this one, and that one got taken down, and the comment sections over on that one was just blocked out completely. I would have like 4,000 comments, and only 2 and 3 will show because YouTube delete my comments. Now I have a person named Envied Every Day to show you the ignorance of these morons. Person says, deleting my comments for calling Charleston White an agent is no different than the whites you complain about censoring people. You YouTube niggas are hypocrites and do nothing but talk. See, this is just one big moron. We're going to use nice languages right now. For right now, that's just trolling. Okay? And to show you that this person doesn't care about the message. I'm not a fan of Charleston White. I'm not a fan of Kanye West. I'm not a fan of none of these celebrities. I'm not a fan of none of these folks on the YouTube streets. I'm a fan, I'm a believer, and I honor the Most High and I self, because I am the son of the Most High. I am my father's son. I am my mother's son. I am me. I am but a humble messenger, but I'm also a person that knows how to dissect what is to be dissected, take what is to be taken from the information. I don't care about the other goofy shit that Charleston White does. I don't care about the stuff that Kanye West says that you people, a lot of people out there frown upon. All Kanye has done in his career as talk. He has the right to do so. That's what freedom is called. If you don't like when a person is expressing their freedom to speak, yeah, then simply take the remote, turn the TV off. Simply hit the sign out button or that X button on your phone, your laptop, your iPad. Turn off the YouTube. Change the station. But if you have time to come and troll and say, first of all, no one deleted any comments. Deleting my comments for calling Charleston White an agent is no different than the whites you complaining about censorship. You make no sense, right? Because you're calling Charleston White an agent for what? For what reason? Because he tells you that he works with the police. The man don't hide it. The man tells you, I work with the police. The man tell you, I called the Attorney General's office for Georgia, the same woman that's taking out all them RICO cases against those fuck boys that went in their songs and confessed to all the fuckery that they were doing. You cocksucker. I can't stand people like you. And I know you're trolling. And I know this is what you wanted. And I'm going to give it to you. You understand? If a man comes to you and say, hey, for over 30 years, go back to what they call themselves, NWA. Bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. Remember them songs that they were singing back then about our females? Y'all forget those songs? Huh? And this man is showing you a pattern within the entertainment business. It's not about entertainment anymore. Within the music business that has been weaponized to tear down our people. See, I don't know what ethnicity you are, and I don't even care to know what ethnicity you are. At this point, with everything that's going on in the world, it's bigger than ethnicity right now. It's about nationality. It's about unity. It's about taking responsibility for what has been going on in our communities. I used to be around the entertainment industry. I've seen things that most of you folks will never see. You understand? I could tell stories about stuff that I've seen, but these stories are already out there. Many other people already came out and spoke these things already. And even if you're an artist that has not lived that lifestyle, but you're singing about it and you're glorifying it, when the gripper or the reaper comes knocking on your door, majority of the folks out there should not mourn or immortalize you when you are singing about tearing down those same people that will go out there to buy your albums, to buy your CD. When you are telling them to drug our females, when you're telling them to go shoot at the ops, when you're telling them to go sell crack, coke, all these things, and our communities back to our children. So if Charleston White is an agent, I don't know what fucking rock you was underneath, bro. But the man come and says, yeah, 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 yeah. I call the police. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Policeman. You came in, you saved me, Mr. Policeman. He's a real Uncle Ruckus. But have you ever listened to the stuff sometimes that Uncle Ruckus says about Negroes? Is he always wrong? Accountability. There comes a point where you must take accountability for your fucking actions. And only mark ass busters will come on here and still defend these wannabe ass gangsters or these dudes that go around and shoot up these neighborhoods. Hmm? And defend these guys. What do you want? Do you want to live in a neighborhood where if you're walking down the street, it constantly smells like piss because some dude or somebody was walking by and just whipped it out right there and pissed? Like, I've seen shit in my neighborhood. I've come out my building and seen dudes walking down the street and just whip it out and walking and pissing on the freaking street. Dudes driving by in their cars and they just throw these glass bottles out. Now you got glass bottles all over the sidewalk in the street. People that pull up in front of your house or your building to clean out their cars and throw all the trash out when the garbage bin is right there at the corner. And you wonder why other ethnicities look down on us. You have all the tools in the world in your hands to make what you need to make of yourself, and you choose the most negative path to do so. And then when you become successful, it's not that you stop promoting the fuckery, you keep doing it. Look at T.I. telling his son that that the people in the Waffle House that his son started the argument with is beneath him because he's in a different tax bracket. But it's that Waffle House employee, it was his parents that made T.I. rich and where he's at right now. That his son could walk around like a spoiled little bitch. You understand? So when you're coming here, talk about Charleston White as an agent, he told you that. I have no issues with what the man is doing. At some point, there has to be a cleanup. If you're going to sing about how many dudes you killed and people that you killed and described it in details, and the feds is listening, and the fed is like, but wait, we're working on a case just like this right now. Oh, there goes our suspect. Is Charleston White the agent? Or motherfucker, are you the snitch that snitched on yourself? When these dudes go on Vlad TV and tell all their business, and oh, Vlad is an agent, Vlad is the police, he asked that question in a way where he knew, nigga, you went on his show knowing that he's going to ask these questions. Come on now. Are you not tired of living in violent neighborhoods? Are you not tired of living below the poverty line? Or you're not tired of seeing these dudes come back into the community and giving the young kids thousands of dollars in their pockets without giving them any form of business knowledge? Just to see them go and buy a whole bunch of jewelry and clothing. That's what Lil Durk was doing in Chicago. With the boys them out there. Wrote $1 million cash out there. What you think them dudes did with that? They bought guns, they bought jewelry, they bought sneakers, they bought clothing. How many of them you think actually said, yo, let me go put that in a fund for school, better education? Let me go invest in a business class. These things. How many of them? Probably one or two probably did that. You understand? At some point, us, as a people living in these communities, have to say enough is enough. The houses in your communities, the price ranges. You look at other communities, some houses that's not even big like yours. It's going for $1 million. Hmm? 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, and some other communities going for $1 million. Here you are sitting on probably a 5 bedroom, 4.5, 5 bathroom house, and $230,000 because of crime rate in your community. Because you can't work together to box out your ops, which will be the other ethnic groups that will come in and scavenge off of your low rate houses and then gentrify your ass out of your own community. You can't come together to say that you build a foundation, a facility, support the realtors in your communities, invest in real estate so that you can then invest into proper schooling. These other facilities that you need to properly educate the young ones today in business management, financial management, so that they can now come and say, okay, let them educate the other generation coming up behind them to where now they understand that once they go into business and they own their own businesses, they can hire their own people, train their own people, which will cut down on the crime rate and the robbing, the stealing, and the killing. Because when a man and a woman have a job, they're less likely to go out there and go bang, bang, shoot them up, let's go rob them. It's a different feeling when you're working. It is a different feeling when you have your own. It is a different feeling when you could take care of your own. You understand? Wake up, people. So you coming on here talking about a deleted comment because you called Charleston White an agent. The man said something one time. Man said, F Nipsey Russell, but he loves Aramis. Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle is the character that the entertainment business created. But the real person name is Aramis, the person that was looking to commit change in his community, the person that was doing all that charity work, the person that created that store to hire his people. You understand? Or people from his community, because he's a Arab. You understand? That's Aramis. That's not Nipsey Hussle. People came up and oh, he's disrespecting. Listen to what the man is saying. You're not listening. You're not hearing. You just closed off all your senses that has to do with your ears just to nitpick and talk shit out your mouth. Nick Cannon, Kanye, some of these guys came out and tried to give y'all some form of look. I'm not saying that everything that comes out their mouth is 100%, but at least go research for yourself. And then you start seeing a pattern to some of the things that these guys are talking about. But they get no support back from the community. So when now these Ashkenazis come and crack down on them, y'all be the first ones that say, oh yeah, and bash them and tear them down. Now with Nick Cannon, y'all know I'm not for the Morris stuff because I know the history behind that. But when the message is for you to wake up, when the message is telling you that there's a specific set of people that's behind the scenes that who's plotting and plan is to tear you down, at some point you have to start turning your ear and listening to certain parts of the message, when especially when it's consecutive. Dave Chappelle even came out and was telling y'all. He did a whole comedy skit on this. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. How many more people have to come out to try to give you the message, how many more people have to die trying to give you the message? This is why I tell people, do not cater to the majority out there because they won't wake up. You have to cater to the ones that will, the few, that when you reach the ears of the few and that seed is planted, they're ready to go do the research to make that seed grow into something. You understand? You're encouraging them to go do their own research. Don't just take your word for it. And because you know, when they go out there and do the research, they're now becoming empowered with knowledge. And this is what it's about. Hear the Masons talk about the light. Oh, yeah, it's good to wake up because I was born in the light. You know, this light is shining so beautiful, so on and so on and so. The light, the knowledge, you or the light. But what good is a light if you stay dimmed in the most darkest of places? Hmm? You can only see but 2 feet ahead of you when you need to see 5 feet down the road, 10 feet down in front of you, a mile down the road. Your light ain't shining that bright to see that way, all the way down, because you rob yourself of knowledge. You complain the schools don't educate you properly. Well, go self-educate yourself. Look how many men and women do it. You got to wait till you're in prison, then you want to learn something. Accountability. This is what it's about. It's about accountability. If none of you are willing to take accountability that comes and trolls in these comment sections, or you yourself is a hired agent. Hmm? The other day, I went somewhere the other day. I'm filling out some paperwork. And I gave my tribal ID card, my affidavit of identity, right? And the person registering the information in the system looked at me. And they tried to give me back the tribal ID card, and I gave it back to them. And there was a guy sitting next to her. And I had I received a gift a while back that I always wear with me. It's a quartz crystal with an arrow. I never leave home without it. A guy started asking me, "What is this?" And I said, "This is a reminder to keep me centered." And the guy starts talking and says his name is, well, I ain't gonna say his name, but he's telling me that he's Taino. I could have got all, well, ain't no such thing, and da 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 da. But because I know who I am, I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, I'm Arawak." I said, you don't see Taino without seeing the word Arawak, right?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." And we got into a conversation. This is why it's important to know yourself in this world. This world runs off of nationality. And upon me and him having a conversation, and the lady sitting there overhearing the conversation, she starts chiming in on her Hindu background, saying, "Oh, they call them East Indians." She said that's what they call them, but they don't. And I'm going to show y'all something. I made all these videos telling y'all they don't call themselves East Indians. For the East Indians, it's the Jawa and the Sentinel Island peoples. And I started educating them on the 3 Indies, and the girl was letting me know, "Yeah, we're not really East Indians, but they call us that." I said, "Well, they call you East Indian and we are West Indians." I said, "We are Arawaks." And I looked at the guy and I said, technically the term Taino never really existed. It's something new that just means mixed blood. And if the oldest version of the word means that they're the Northumbrians, And I left it at that right there. And I said, yeah, it means mixed blood. It's like the other ethnic groups of people that came over and mixed in with the American Indians here in the Americas. And then they created the whole Taino thing, subgroup to segregate. That's why that was created. He didn't get all in an uproar or anything like that. You understand? Because we were exchanging knowledge. He was learning, I was learning. Higher education. You understand? Self education. Didn't need to sit there and depend on a whole school system that we know is deliberately put there to teach us all the wrong things. You understand? If we took the time to educate each other, especially the folks within our communities, a lot of the stuff that we see going on right now today would not be going on. But we don't do that. We tear each other down before we try to build each other up. That's the problem. I don't care if Charleston White or anyone goes out there and run their mouth and say all sorts of shit about this particular type of celebrity and so on and so. But is the message true or false? Is what he's saying wrong? When he's telling you stop praising a lot of these dead rappers that was killing people themselves. A murderer is a murderer unless you are in the line of self-defense and you had no choice. When he's saying, well, you have all this power for me, you want to kill me, you want to shoot down all these people in Chicago, you want to shoot up all these people during Labor Day, but George Zimmerman is still around walking free. Does he have a point? Yes or no? You understand what I'm saying? At some point, man, you got to wake up. Or it's a lot of stuff is going to pass you by. And 20 years from now, you're going to be saying the same thing about somebody else, or that person is an agent. And then 30 years from now, your children and your grandchildren, 40 years from now, your great grandchildren is going to be on the same level you were, uneducated to everything in this world. Hmm? You be in some communities, you got four, five, six generations of people still in the same neighborhood, made no improvements, none. Just know that they've been in that community for that long. Communities still look like shit. Made no efforts to even help the community change. But some of these folks got the biggest mouth in the world. I can't force people to wake up. A person will only wake up if they want to wake up. A person will stay asleep only if they want to stay asleep. What I'm here for is when I have information, I share it. When I see something don't look right, I speak on it. You take what you want from it. You understand? You're speaking of agents. And you're speaking of, well, that we talk about the white folks that censor us. Well, why didn't you mention about the so-called black folks that invaded us here in the Americas and enslaved us? Hmm? Or the so-called black folks that brought these so-called white folks over here to further conquer us. You understand? Why don't you talk on that? You don't. I don't need you to be quick to call somebody an agent that already told the world that they are an agent. He told everybody he's an agent. Do you blame the man? The things that the man speak on, people will want to kill him. So he goes when he's going to certain particular states and he's getting the death threats. He gets the police as his security guard. It's escorts. That's smart. He goes and he makes complaints on you so that he could take out a warrant on you or a particular bond on you so that if you F with him, he can shoot you down dead in the street and no consequences come back on him. That's why he makes the police reports. And he opens his mouth and he tell y'all this. It's to cover his tracks. But some of y'all don't know this type of information. And when you got a problem with someone and you just go fill out a police report or go down to the sheriff office, fill out a report with the sheriff office. This, I forgot what it's called, but it's a particular type of paperwork you can also fill out. So if that person comes and F's at you, shoot them down dead. And no blowback will come back on you. None. Honor to everyone that's in the chat. Honor to you all. Hope all is well with you guys. And I give thanks to you guys for the best wishes and good energy of healing. Right? We're not out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. Right? I have a few things that was going on. I got a crackhead little fucker that rented a part of my house, and it's an issue that's going on right now. You understand? So that's also what's adding to my health issues, right? So we're working on getting that person out of the house, trying to do it the right way, right? Because the house got filled with carbon monoxide. Person was mixing bleach and ammonia, all sorts of shit in the house, right? Or bipolar a little bit. Anyway, but yeah, so it's a lot that was going on, which is why my health was so jacked up. And then I was at somewhere else where another incident happened, and that added on to it as well. So it was a lot of stuff that was going on. Right now, I got my little dog. My little dog lost so much weight; she's dying. She's right here next to me. I just have her in comfort until the Most High says it's time for her to go. That's all I could do for her. You know, like it's been a trying time, real trying time, right? But during that time, I've been observing and seeing a lot of stuff. You understand? I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I went to a few different places, went to other states, and I just saw the difference in other states than in the community that I'm in. And when you're in a particular community and you literally see folks sitting on a street corner lighting up their crack pipe, right? And you seeing the hookers them on the corner, male and female, tranny hookers now out there too. Blow my goddamn mind. You understand? You see little old ladies and the old dudes sitting there thinking, oh, let's let a cute old couple, and then you see them take out the coke and start sniffing that shit. And then I'm like, yo, damn, every time I go out of town into these other communities, nice spring water flowing, You know what I mean? Clean neighborhood. You know what I mean? Quiet. I'm not hearing sirens every minute. You know, none of these things, right? No shootings, no nothing. Just quiet, and all the people in the neighborhood are talking to each other, right? And then you come back home, and you're like, God damn, I'm back. I'm right back in this shithole. You volunteer at shelters. You volunteer for all these community work to go and repaint back the walls in the community. These things, and for a while it looked like, yeah, it's about to turn around, and then boom. Next thing you know, you see all these gang members and gangsters come in the community. Boom, 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 boom. They set up on every corner, every block. Just like how you, and everywhere you see a gang, a drug spot set up, there's a church. There's a church. So when you see folks are trying to put you onto game of what's going on, because you must first know what's going on to tackle particular issues to clean up your community. You must know many different aspects, many different things. Like nationality is one of the key things that you must know about. You must know how to do particular type of paperwork also to protect certain type of things, to protect your estates. But a lot of our people don't want to learn this. You understand? They want to tell you that the Robitussin got you feeling some sort of way. These are the songs that's out now. Can't do Percocet Somali, huh? So the person is letting your children know. Let's go take that Robitussin. It'll get you right, right? Hmm. First it was scissored, then it became what they call it. They was calling it the other day. God damn it, I forgot what they was calling it the other day. But many different names of this liquid form of drug that has to deal with cough medicine. Hmm? Only in our community. At one time, the Arab store was selling it from the Arab spot. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't just in my community, there was in other communities that they were selling this liquid drug to the children until they started getting called out on it. And next minute, you know, they stopped selling it. It disappeared. It was gone. Lean. That's it. Lean. The hood doctor. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Lacona, honor. Synerge, Team TV, honor to you. Sister Kim Lace, honor. Kaya Haru Amon Ray El Bay, honor to you. Honor. Right? I think I saw Awa in here too. Honor, brother. Honor. Arawakan, honor. American Indian Inky Land, honor to you. Smoking Big Six, been a while. Honor. Mama Red, honor to you. Honor to you. I gotta email you, Mama Red. Gotta talk to you. Marcus X Sarah, honor to you. And also to Brother Dynasty, if you're out there, I try to reach back out to you. So you can email me if you want. Um, the number that was given to me, it doesn't work. So yeah. All right. But you know, our people need to wake up, man, Because I'm telling y'all, if we stay nitpicking and stay in this ignorant state of mind, you got to understand there's a lot of elements stacked up in this world against us. But we have the tools. We have the tools to easily combat that. We just have to be unified and educated. You don't have to go to school to get this highest of education. You understand? Once you know how to read and write and you know how to break down words, you can self educate yourself. Once you have a great understanding and learn fast and catch on well, you can learn anything in this world you want to learn. Seriously. It's not that we are a set of people that don't have the brain to do this. It's just that we're too lazy to tap into our brain power. Some of us are afraid of what we can actually accomplish and achieve. Some of us are secretly afraid of success. So we self sabotage. Stop living also vicariously through others and start setting the standard of living in which you want to live in and make it happen. At one point, when I was mourning all the losses that I went through, I became a person that was stuck in my house. My house became my safe haven. You understand? I didn't want to go outside anymore. It was hard for me just to get up to walk down to the corner store. I went from an outgoing person to a person locked away. And I became comfortable in that. Do you understand? And I stopped pushing myself. I stopped trying. And I went from this strong person to this person that started becoming dependent on others. And it was like, I'm like, well, I became comfortable at one point in it. And I saw that I wasn't going anywhere. I was not going anywhere. I wasn't making any progress in life. I locked myself away in a prison. And I had to work on getting myself up out of that prison that I locked myself into. And I realized me locking myself away is not doing me any good, nor my community any good. And that's saying, am I a product of my environment? I don't want to be a product of my environment, but I want to be that person that helped cause great change in my environment for the better. And a person locked away in the house can't get that done. You understand? A person that's just stays stuck in the neighborhood can't get that done. Because in order to truly help your neighborhood, you have to go outside of your neighborhood. You have to. Man, no one says that life is always easy. But when you look at it, you analyze it, and you break it down as a collective, a lot of the issues that we face, we all participated into creating some of the problems that we have as a community. Whether you're one of those persons that said, "Oh, I see, I'm minding my business," and you kept it moving, or you're one of those persons that, again, were the ones breaking into your next door neighbor's house, or robbing from your mama, your father. You understand? Or setting up drug houses in the community. Hmm? We got to hold each other accountable, and we have to set high bars for each other. You know, when Kanye came out and said what he said, he would have never backtracked if he was getting support from the community that he was trying to convey the message to. But, but he got none. He got none. You understand? Now people say, well, Kyrie ain't back, but every man is different. Every man is different. But he opened up a dialogue, a dialect when he says, yo, we are the real Jews. And the people that got offended are the people that are trying to systematically oppress you. The same people that come into the communities that you're in and buy the building from underneath you. You don't know that the building that you're living in, that Earl used to own, now they own it. And then boom, your cost of living skyrockets on you. You lose your apartment. You lose your job. Then when you do get back a job, they hit you with a massive difference change in the credit score system. So now if you don't have a particular type of credit, you can't even go back to live in the building that you used to live in. And this is how they get you out. Wake up. Start holding each other accountable. Start holding yourself accountable. It's about accountability. You understand? So coming up in here, talk about this man is an agent. The man told you that he's an agent. He told you that already. Told you if he see you commit a crime, he's gonna call the police on you. If you break into his neighbor's house, he's gonna take down the license plate number and call the police on you. He tells you these things. But is what he's saying about the music business wrong? Is he wrong? No, he's not. He's not wrong. Just wake up, people. Try your best. Look, I'm not telling you to waste your energy on folks that show you definitely that they don't want to learn anything. You leave those people alone. Sometimes you have to learn through your own trials. You actually have to go through it yourself for you to want to learn. You know, they say every dog has its day, every man have their day when it comes to learning this knowledge. Now, because you woke up, don't mean that next person's time to wake up. Their time probably might be 10 years down the road, but you can plant the seed. And once that seed is planted and they're ready to wake up, it's going to grow into a beautiful tree. This is what it's about. Okay. Uh, so Brother Arawak is working on I believe it's part two of Just Tools of a Free Man, right? I believe it might just be called Tools of a Free Man instead of Just Tools. But he's almost finished with it. Um, it's just what's left now is for me to design the cover of the book, and by I think the end of the month, that should be up on Amazon also as well. Um, and there's a lot of information in what the brother puts out there when it comes to these paperwork and how to maneuver in this system. This is information that you should pass down to your sons and daughters, because when they're out there on the road and you're not there with them, this information can protect them a great deal. And they can then turn around and educate their friends. See, this is how it goes. At the hood doctor, uh, thank you very much. Yeah, so it took a while, but our brother is almost finished because he too have we all have our things that we're going through, you know. But me and my brother, we sat down and we decided not to let this stuff cripple us or stop us from doing what we're doing or accomplishing what we're looking to accomplish. Because what we're looking to do, what we're looking to accomplish, is to overall just help our people create something that can give them the information that they need, that they can learn and also help themselves. You understand? So yeah, folks. But I just had to come and vent this here because I going through all the stuff that I've been going through for the past 3 months. I've also observed a lot, and honestly, like with the talent that American Arawaks and I have, and particular things that we have learned how to do now, you know, our breakthrough is coming. It's right around the corner because we're going to utilize the talents that we have. And we've already started doing so. So there's a lot of stuff that's looking to come that we're going to introduce to you guys. And a lot of you guys out there have talent. Use your talent. You know how to draw? Use that. You're an artist? Use that. Learn drop shipping. Learn these things. Learn how to create an online business or something. Learn these things. Learn how to make the business own itself. And you, as an employee of the business, learn these things. Okay. I think in the week or coming up this weekend, we're going to reintroduce back the first book to everyone. If you go on Amazon and type in just Tools of a Freeman, it should come up though on Amazon. That's the first book. Okay. And we're coming out with a second book. The second book will be called Tools of a Freeman. We're going to take off the just, and put Tools of a Freeman. And that book is pretty much almost finished. It's just for now for me to get the cover going and upload it, publish it, put it out there. All right. But, a lot of us has skills, talents out there. There's some of us that are very savvy with the paperwork, that also is very savvy in knowing business management in these things. You know business management, you want to go into a particular type of business, but you don't have the talent to make the artwork or the creations for that type of business, but you know how to do business management, you know how to do inventory, you know how to promote, advertise, market. Go team with someone that has the skills to draw the products that for the clothing and type of stuff that you're trying to make. Go team with that person, work with that person, create a business together. Then from that business, you could turn it into a bigger company, from a small company to a bigger company, and you could hire a lot of the other talented folks within our communities. Okay. So it's called Just Tools of a Freeman, JUST TOOLSOFFREEMAN. That's part one. That's what part one is called. You just type that in on Amazon, it should come up. Type in book, and type the name in, it should come up. All right. So yeah, yeah. Yeah, every time I try to type into the chat, it doesn't let me. So I always have issues dealing with YouTube and stuff. So yeah. But with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to get up real early in the morning. Tomorrow I have a long travel ahead of me tomorrow. Right. So again, I just wish everybody just great health and prosperity, man. You understand? Like there has been a lot of growth with my brother and I, and how we was looking at stuff yesterday, that's not how we're looking at stuff today. From a lot of the things that we've personally experienced, and these things, right? I wrote the title in the chat and it's gone. Yeah, that's not me doing that. That's not me doing that. So yeah, it's getting deleted. I don't know who's deleting it, but that's not me doing that. And that's I was trying to tell folks that I'm not deleting your comments. That's YouTube, YouTube and them doing that, right? So yeah, anytime we try to push anything that we're doing, working on anything, they block it and they delete it. So that's not us doing that. One day, what I'll do is I'll do a stream on the book and have the link in the chat while I'm doing the stream, and then folks can just click on it. That's how we're going to have to do it. All right. Um, we're going to be working on the website for the book. So if folks want the book, they can just go on the site and purchase the book and stuff. This is why we also had created Shitabi Media. That's XTABIMEDIA. And we have that on Encore. This is why we created that. So when they're deleting the info off of here, you go in there and you'll see hundreds of audios that you can listen to for a lot of information, especially the information on the whole COVID thing in our communities and stuff like that. And you'll see that from day one, because the New York Supreme Court just ruled that from the beginning it has been unlawful to tell someone that they must be vaccinated to keep their job. And everyone that had lost their job and was laid off because of COVID must either get back their position or get paid from the time that they've been out. Okay. Uh, um, we're going to be lining up stuff for like consultations and stuff through American Airwax. We just got to get some things situated that we're working on, because honestly, we wouldn't even have the time right now to uh, do any form of consultations, right? Uh, we were talking about possibly doing a class. You understand? Um, so that's something that we might actually line up and do, but there's just some things that we have to take care of first within our own personal life before we could do particular amount of things that we want to do, right? So yeah, yeah. But when the time comes, I'll definitely let you guys know. I always do, and yeah, I'll let you guys know, right? But we have some stuff that we're working on, and it's important that we get this stuff finished, because anything that we're working on behind the scenes, when we're finished working on it, is something that we put out there on the record that will help all of you guys if you so choose to use the information, right? So, but we have to do the footwork first to make sure that it's something that works before we put out anything out there. Okay. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, I look into the whole drop shipping stuff, look into creating an online business or something. Um, it doesn't cost much. And a lot of the paperwork for these things are free. They're free. Some states have registered a business name. Some charge probably $5, $7. Some is $20. Some don't. You know, so just there's a lot of stuff out there to do, people. A lot of stuff out there to do so that we could build with each other, grow, create, so that the next generation can also come right up behind us and take over our businesses when it's their time to take it over. Expand on it, hire more people from our community. This keeps poverty and the crime rate down. All right, y'all. Sister, especially Navarre's. Honor to you, sis. Honor. I'm about to get up out of here. Like I said, I gotta get up real early in the morning. I have damn near 2, 3 hour travel ahead of me tomorrow. But just stay safe, you guys. Stay safe out there and just keep pushing with the knowledge. Keep studying, keep researching, keep doing what you have to do. Know that it's all about your children. Once you, the parent, are educated or self-educated or know something, have a craft that a skill, a trade that pass it down to your child. Pass it down to your child. All right. Peace, y'all. Peace.